Hey, have you ever heard of this game called Pikmin? You know, that game that's totally not about slavery. You know, that one weird game that you just like always looked at but never chose and always chose any other game because apparently it would just be a cooler and much more better option. As of recent, Pikmin 4 has came out and Nintendo decided to shadow drop once again some more GameCube games in the form of Pikmin 1 and 2 on Nintendo Switch. So because of that, me and you both know that Nintendo is trying to take your money, and so am I, because I'm broke, poor, I don't have a house, and I sleep underneath a shell. Please give me money. But no, in all seriousness though, Pikmin is a really great franchise, so I actually would recommend going out and buying these games. But who needs to buy them when you can just get them chewed up and spit down your throat like the little man-child that you are? That's exactly why I am here. So today we're going to be doing a Iceberg video. Yeah, I thought I was going to be really cool if I said that. PNF 404 is Earth. I guess you could say it's a theory. A game theory. But no, in all seriousness though, Pikmin is set on Earth and it's not post-apocalyptic. Now, the creator of Pikmin has stated before that it is taking place on Earth, but we're going to treat it as if it was still a theory. It looks really cool. Like, if you do the research on it, it's actually pretty amazing. PNF 404 is actually the name that Captain Olimar in Pikmin 1 gave the planet that he crash landed on. And you know, if you look at the planet, you know, you look at it, you're like, okay, this looks like Earth. There's a couple weird creatures running around, but you know, this definitely looks like Earth. And this is also proven by the Duracell battery in Pikmin 2. One of the iconic scenes from that game. But yeah, sadly the Duracell battery does not return in Pikmin 2 due to most likely licensing issues and stuff like that. So they did just a simple texture swap. But on to the next one. To put it short, this little bastard Louie drinks all your life supply, which was the form of juice and the main thing that you harvest in Pikmin 3. After rescuing him, he steals all your life supply and drinks it! Tries to drink it the ocean! Now I could stop right here and stop talking about him, but there are also multiple other theories that I could just like add on a little bit. I'm not gonna go over them, but I'm gonna bring them up. But the water wraith and all the wraith water-like creatures in the series, apparently there's a theory that relates back to like Japanese folklore and stuff like that, and essentially people think that Louie took a bite out of one of the wraiths and now is evil. A really deep and complex theory, but not something to really cover right now, so moving on to the next one. Alright, I'm gonna make this one really quick. Pikmin 1 and 2 being in the same place or taking place in the same place on the same planet is a theory that's most likely true due to the first stage in Pikmin 2 being set right next to the last stage of Pikmin 1. You can see that in the cutscene in Pikmin 2 if you go and play it, stuff like that. I'm gonna throw an image up, but on to the next one. So the water wraith being natural. This is the last one for level 1 of the Iceberg. The water wraith being supernatural, I mean, it's kind of obvious that it looks like a supernatural being and probably is. But why don't we go ahead and pull up this Reddit post that I had found. I'm going to put it on screen. If you don't want to read it, then I'm going to go ahead and do the reading for you. Posted 23 days ago by user/ovalcircle1 stating, "Am I the only one concerned that the water wraith is from another dimension? Discussion." From the wiki, most likely the Pikmin wiki, quote, "The ship knows that although it can be seen, its sensors somehow detect nothing, leading to the conclusion that the water wraith's physical form is anchored in another dimension. Are there any other occurrences of supernatural/sci-fi stuff?" One Redditor commented top dash 809179 23 days ago. These are my favorite creatures in Pikmin, to be honest, and I've thought about them way too much. So, the most supernatural creatures in Pikmin are Water Wraith and Plasm Wraith, and it's commonly believed that Gulix is connected to the Water Wraith. These three are all also commonly connected to Mamuda and Smoky Prog. The Mamuda and Gulix spawn in on opposite days in the impact site. The Mamuda's wrists also have the same symbols found on the onions. The Smoky Prog is a malformed larval Mamuda. I don't know why, but larval Mamuda just sounds like some food or something like that, like some curry, which does the opposite of the Mamuda and plucks and kills Pikmin. Instead of planting and flowering them, in Pikmin 2, the Water Wraith gives you a pluckaphone, which lets you uproot Pikmin with a noise in similar fashion. The real smoking gun is in Pikmin 3, where in the arena of Plasm Wraith has the exact same rock formation as the Smoky Prog's spawning location. It is way too specific to be a coincidence. It's worth noting that the Water Wraith's scientific name is Amphibio sapiens, which suggests it has human intelligence, just to make the interdimensional space creature even more terrifying. I'm not going to get too deep into the umibozu theory, but essentially what I was talking about earlier and how the Water Wraith was connected back to like Japanese folklore and mythologies and stuff like that. That's basically what it is. I'll link a lengthy Reddit post to this theory in the description below so that y'all can check it out. But that's going to do it for level 1 of this iceberg. So why don't we go ahead and take a slander break. Louis' possessed theory basically goes back to the Japanese myth and folklore that I was talking about earlier. Like I said, if you want more details on that, that's something that's completely separate. I could do a whole video on that if you guys want me to, but basically just, you know, Louis being possessed by the piece of the wraith that he had eaten is basically what it is. Next. Nuclear annihilation basically means the whole entire nuclear warfare that had happened before Pikmin's advance 2,500 million years later into the future. That's what this entry means on the iceberg. Sadly, this theory is debunked due to the trailer being out for Pikmin 4 and showing that that is a custom character that you can make in the game and it is not Olivar's daughter. So secret onions basically mean the secret onions that you see at the end of Pikmin 1. If you get the good ending, you see all those colorful onions flying up into the sky that you weren't able to use in Pikmin 1. Now, only one of them, from my knowledge, has made an actual debut / appearance, which is the pink Pikmin, the flying Pikmin, and that's basically it from what I've seen. Light blue Pikmin, I guess you can associate them with ice Pikmin for Pikmin 4, black Pikmin, maybe rock Pikmin for Pikmin 3, but orange Pikmin and green Pikmin have never appeared in any game. Green Pikmin almost did. They were supposed to be some poisonous Pikmin, but I think that role was ultimately given to white Pikmin because the green long Pikmin were scrapped. On to the next one. Smoky Prog Mamuda relation theory is basically going back to some of the stuff that I was talking about earlier, but to basically sum it up to its finest and its key points, there are a bunch of parallels between both enemies, the Mamuda and Smoky Prog, and there's enough differences that also relate back to each other, like the things that they drop after you kill them, their actions, and where they spawn at. That's basically what I can sum up. There is a lengthy Reddit post on Reddit right now that I'm going to link in the description below of this video so that y'all can go ahead and read that, because it will be a quite long minute that we're gonna sit here if I read that whole thing. So I'm gonna link it in the description below so that y'all can go ahead and check it out if you feel like it, but it's a very long theory. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's literally I'm in the middle of editing this. Just want to make sure that y'all are enjoying the video. I don't know if you guys are or not. Please comment down below if you guys want to see more Iceberg videos and stuff like that. I really want your opinion on this because this is something that seems pretty cool to me. So moving on to the next layer. So my dumbass forgot that the umibozu theory was actually on the iceberg. So I'm going to do my best to summarize it and shorten it up for you guys so that you guys are not here for a million years. So with that being said, I'm going to put the Wikipedia description that I found online on the screen so that you can read it. But if you don't want to read, then I'm going to read it for you. Umibozu, the sea priest, is a known paranormal phenomenon or yokai from Japanese folklore. Other names include Umiyoshi, the sea priest, or Umiyoru, sea priest. Little is known of the origin of Umibozu, but as a sea spirit as such, has multiple sightings throughout Japan. Normally, Umibozu appears to sailors on calm seas which quickly turn tumultuous. It either breaks the ship on emergence or demands a bucket or barrel from the sailors and proceeds to drown them. The only safe way to escape the umibozu is to give it a bottomless barrel and sail away while it's confused. Sadly, clock theory has been debunked. The theory around it is basically saying this: the clock on the fence in the trailer has its hands on the respective 10 and 8. Including this exact time and hour was a conscious decision, which clearly hints at Pikmin's 4 planned release date is October 8th, 2023. This would make it the third Pikmin title to release on in October, along with Pikmin 1 and 3 Deluxe. Like I said, this theory was debunked because it literally released 2 weeks ago, the same day that Oppenheimer and Barbie came out in theaters. One comment says on Reddit, "I think the clock is actually a reference to Pikmin 2 and not a deep hint at all. The clock in the trailer is set to the same time as temporal mechanism from Pikmin 2. Another comment to that saying, "Holy shit, Pikmin 2 predicted Pikmin 4's release date, no way." So this level on the entry is basically talking about this red dude that you see in the Pikmin 4 clips and also in the game in the demo that has Olimar's facial features and his suit. Spoiler ahead, this is Olimar, and if you get the good ending, then you cure him and he's back to normal. Don't exactly know what food treasures are impossible is. I tried looking it up everywhere. I haven't found a clear answer. I see multiple posts about like, the food is like just like impossible not to get in Pikmin 3 or something of that sort. I genuinely have no clue. Or maybe it's saying it wants to like return to normal food treasures from Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 2. So this very lengthy Reddit post basically entails that and is asking, are there any theories about why the impact site and the final trial are literally right next to one another by the time Pikmin 2 rolls around? To sum it up, basically saying that this isn't a case of reuse of assets and it looks really bizarre. A person had commented on the post saying this: "My headcanon is that areas like the impact site or the final trial are naturally occurring, and similar structures can be found all over the place. I think it's the most believable theory, as plate tectonics moving the areas together would take too long for the areas to even be recognizable at the end." Hey Pikmin Canosity. This is basically questioning the canon of Hey Pikmin and its whole entire existence within the Pikmin timeline, lore, all of that. And it's a really big, I wouldn't say a big debate, but most people just run it off as it's not canon, and that's also because the Pikmin community just really wants to forget about this entry. So after this, we're moving on to the next layer. Oh yeah. Oh shoot. I was just working on some audio stuff for the the video. Yeah, the next layer is going to be kind of convoluted because I'm pushing a couple subjects together, if that makes sense, because there are a handful of subjects throughout the last couple of layers that just don't make sense to me, or I couldn't find any information on it. So if you know anything about those subjects, please put them down in the comments below. Holy sh! My hair is looking like right now. Oh my god. Also, if you're wondering where I got this Pikmin shirt from, I got it from Mamono's World. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name. If I pronounce it wrong, I am so sorry. Please do not butcher me. I'm sorry for the butchering. Do not cause more. That's all I gotta say. I recommend checking out his shop. I got this shirt for like $30. It's really good quality too. I am not sponsored, by the way. This is just off my own free will. I am not enslaved to any corporation, but like I said, I'm pushing these together, so yeah, on to the last layer. Jesus. Now, if you played Pikmin 1, then you would know that there is one of the sites that you can go to and explore for parts for your ship, the Forest Naval. Now, in Pikmin 2, there's no Forest Naval. Forest Naval is not represented whatsoever, and it doesn't return in any form. But in Pikmin 2, there is something that's covered up that is essentially said by Captain Olimar that it's a manhole. Now, this manhole is covering up a hole that's leading to underground. You see where I'm getting at? So basically what I'm trying to say is that the Forest Naval is represented by a small hole. Crazy.
Crazy. I was crazy once.
Pikmin 2's ship Interplexus is basically referring to how the inside of Olimar's ship in Pikmin 2 is a lot more bigger than it seems on the outside, and the outside's a lot more smaller, so all this room doesn't make sense. It's kind of the same thing with Super Mario 64 and how the inside of the castle is ginormous, but if you look on it on the outside, it doesn't look as big as it does inside the castle. That's basically what it means. I didn't really get a concrete answer, but I can confidently say that Daz said too much is basically referring to some dude or a YouTuber that said too much about either Pikmin 3 or 4 and either spoiled it for himself or leaked by accident. That's all I can really grasp. Every copy of Pikmin 2 being personalized is basically talking about how the caves in Pikmin 2 are randomly generated and stuff like that. So not every cave that you're going to do is going to be the same. And when you go back into the cave, it's not going to be the same, and it's not going to be the same for everyone. So that's what this entry means. All I could find is this picture from the subreddit during the dark ages between Pikmin, I believe 3 and 4. And it's just no one out Pikmin's the Hut.
Cause no one out Pikmin's the Hut.
Hey everybody, welcome to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, including the botched ending. Sorry about that. It was hard getting enough information as is, and just trying to finish the iceberg because there's just a bunch that was either like it just seemed off to me, I guess, in a way. It was weird. It was weird. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am planning on making another iceberg video, so I'm planning on doing a let's play series of Pikmin, but then the next iceberg video that I'm also planning on doing is Resident Evil 4, because I love that game just as much as Pikmin 1 and 2. So yeah, that's probably what's going to be next, and that's probably also going to get a let's play series. On the music side of things, new EP coming out whenever within the first try of the school year, because school is starting and The schedule is gonna get hectic, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, dislike if you didn't like the video, which is fine. All criticism in the comments below. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today.